Hey guys, so it's Tuesday morning, I don't know, 9:30, 10 o'clock. I fully intended to come out and work on the car again yesterday, and do some work on this, more work on this quarter here. But I took down about 1,000 feet of this portable fencing and had the incredibly poor judgment to download Minecraft onto the Xbox, and ended up sitting in front of the stupid computer until 4:30 in the morning. So anyways, I didn't get much done yesterday. So the plan today is to at least see if I can fit this into this area here today. I'm not going to set too lofty a goal here, but the hope is that it'll actually be tacked in or even welded in. But we'll see how we go, and go from there. Now once that's in, probably the next step is to take that fender off, because that's the reason why I wanted it on there, is I want that patch on there so that I can establish, make sure that this edge and this edge meets up with the fender where it's expected to be, so that the contour will be correct. And then at that point I can take this fender off and start fixing the stuff all along the rear side. I'll probably do like what I did with the other one, which is I'll fit this this patch in as soon as I get that piece in. Actually, I fitted that piece in before I fit that piece in on this side, but anyways, you get the idea, I'm sure. Okay, here's this corner cut out. I left the bumper bracket in place because I just wanted to. It's the only hole that I have located for the bumper. I know the distance between them because I've got the bumper is fine, but I don't know where that location is. So just for reference, and this is going to be real rough, probably within 1/8 of an inch. It's roughly, with the ruler held like that into this corner, is at the two. Yeah, there it is. That's better. It's more consistent with what I was seeing before. 2 1/8 inches down from the inside of the ruler there. So it's actually 1.5 inches more than that down from that edge. And obviously the ruler distance, 11 inches over. And the hole size appears to be, about 5/8. I think the bolt is nowhere near that big, so there's a lot of adjustment. I'm not so concerned. I'm going to cut this off because I think this panel is going to end up just slightly behind this area. But I'm not too concerned about that because I can shim it up. It's not a problem. If it's sticking further out, then it's a problem because it's a rubber isolator between the bumper and this point. So, and there's nothing you can do about that. I don't think I could shave that down. I don't intend to. So I'd rather be behind, and then I can shim it forward. Anyways, rust. Yeah, it's pretty rough. You can see that reinforcement is rusted out at the bottom. I knew it was. I think at one point I said that I thought somebody put a jack under here and lifted it up. Nah, that's just all the metal that was scabbed in there. The overlapping pieces. And I can see that there was a piece scabbed in here. That goes over top of the bumper bracket. So pretty much, that this whole corner is going to get cut out. There's nothing I'm too intimidated by. The thing I'm a little bit, irritated by, you probably can't see, and that is, let's see if we can get up in here. Yeah, you can see a lot of that front is all rusted, and I didn't want to remove that bolt because I have to mount for the fog lights. And I can't get in there and clean it up, and you can see up in here this is all rusty. It seems solid, so I don't know, I might just have to phosphate it. This is another piece that was scabbed in to repair this light bucket, well, I guess you'd call it. Anyways, so I think I got that cut back about as far as I want for the front. This will be repaired separately. Everything from about here down will be repaired separately. Fender obviously repaired separately, and I want to keep it all in place. It actually is still pretty solid in the position it's in, so I'm assuming it's still okay. Anyways, so I'm going to cut the front of this bracket off so that this panel can sit a little bit further, and I got to do some trimming along this edge right here to make it fit into here, and then we'll see if we can't start scribing this thing and getting it fit into place. Oh, and just one thing I thought I'd mention regarding the bumper bracket. You can see that there's actually was fairly solid once you cut that front piece off the old bumper bracket. You can actually see I chose my gauge fairly well. It's pretty much exactly the same thickness, so I don't think we're going to have any problems there. It's just spot welded to this panel here anyways. I don't know how strong it honestly could be, but regardless, I just thought you guys would want to see that. Okay, there we go. That's cut to size and fit. And this one did indeed go a lot faster than the other side, just by virtue of the fact that you know, I had some idea what I was doing here. You might notice that gap is a little bit large. Two reasons for that. That fender has to come down a bit, and this lip has been built up. You know, I can see there's a piece that's welded in there, so I'll be able to flex this up, and this will be built down, you know, like down to about that level. So I don't think it's going to be anywhere near as big a gap as it looks. I cut this section out where I had the too wide a pie cut in there, and I just said hell with it, because when I did this side it was just a pain in the ass when I had that miscalculation there. And so I just said hell with it. I want to build this lip pretty much all the way over to here anyways. So, and there wasn't enough material there anyways. It only came up to there, you know, to the left edge of my finger. And so it was going to have to be built up anyway. So why not just cut the whole thing out, make a nice big piece. I don't have to worry about blowing through, you know, on some thin edge. And one last thing. I forgot until I went and I did that inner piece, you know, that goes in here on the other side, how handy the clecos are, and so I've just about been exclusively using them now. I have still been clamping them on the edge when I needed it to be held tight, because like I said before, the clecos don't hold it 100% tight, but they're damn handy. And in case you're wondering, you can pretty much get those anywhere. I think Eastwood sells them. If they don't, they should. You can get them off eBay. You can get them used by the gross. Well, by the pound anyways. I'm assuming it's like Boeing sell-offs, you know, when they have some wear date or something like that they stop using them for. Anyways, so actually I'll trim that off right there. That's easy enough. Still have to, you know, sort this whole area out. On the other side it was bent up fairly dramatically different from what this looks like here, so I'll try and reproduce the same thing on this side, which involves putting a kink here like that, and then welding that up. So I'll have a look at that. I think that there was a slight bit of trimming here that brought that tighter against there, or increased the depth of that angle, and blah blah blah. Anyways, we will go with it. But anyways, I'm going to go have some lunch, and then I'll burn this thing in. There you go, guys, all welded in. I ran out of roll lock discs, so I couldn't really neaten up the welds. I just used the edge of the die grinder wheel, but it doesn't catch everything. So this is in here. So the next thing to do, I guess, is going to be probably pulling this fender off. Shouldn't be too hard. Just some, you know, that bracket. You have to drill out the welds on the bottom, and I'll just cut right along here. You know, there's not enough of it left to really be significant. I think the only other stuff left at that point is there's nothing up here other than probably gluing that seam, but let's see. Gonna give me some light. There you go. Just that there. And whatever attaches it to the rocker. Which doesn't look like there's... Oh yeah, that's right. I remember before. There's nothing left. Actually, you know what I hate to say? I think that that's the outer skin that's moving there. And what you're seeing is the inner. It's separated from the inner. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, well. So, more work. Anyways, boy, those $388 fiberglass fenders are sounding like a good idea. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, rating, commenting, subscribing. I haven't been responding to comments because I've been, busy, obviously. So just quitting early today, so I'll get online, watch some videos, and then tomorrow I'll come back to this thing. And I suppose I got to drag the rotisserie out of the barn if I want to use it, because the minute I'm going to be putting some more hay in there, and I won't have access to it until next spring if I don't do it now. Anyways, guys, later.